The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That's how it begins. Just 6 words, and yet those words contain more power than most entire sermons. The Lord is my shepherd. Do you understand what that means? It means the creator of heaven and earth, the one who holds the sun, moon, and stars in place, has chosen to take personal responsibility for your life. Not some abstract force, not some distant being, but a shepherd, a guide, a protector, a provider, and a caretaker. You see, most people read this psalm and think it's just a comforting poem. They recite it at funerals, place it on walls, or post it on social media. But that's where they miss the secret. This is not just a psalm to soothe sorrow. This is a blueprint for spiritual power. It is the declaration of someone who has discovered the divine order of life, a person who has cracked the code of inner peace, provision, and purpose. When you say, I shall not want, you're not begging for something. You are declaring abundance. You are rejecting lack. You are affirming that everything you need is already being arranged for you, not by luck, not by struggle, but by the leadership of the one who knows all, sees all. Now listen closely, because this is where most people make their first mistake. They wait to feel like they have everything before they declare they lack nothing. But the person who knows the secret of Psalm 23 doesn't wait to see provision to believe in it. They speak it first. Faith always speaks first. I shall not want is a prophecy you speak over your own life. Regardless of what your bank account says, what the doctor says, or what your circumstances suggest, maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Don't skip this part. Do you know how rare it is for a sheep to lie down in green pastures? It only happens when the sheep feels completely safe, free from fear, free from hunger, free from friction with the flock. When was the last time you laid down with that kind of peace in your soul? God is not trying to lead you into a life of chaos. He is trying to lead you into a state of peace so deep you can rest in the middle of abundance, not after you've earned it, but simply because you've trusted. He leadeth me beside still waters. This is not a man pacing in anxiety. This is not a woman drowning in noise. These are still waters, quiet strength. A soul no longer tossed to and fro by every worry, every doubt, every fear. Still waters don't happen by accident. They come after surrender. They come after trust. And those who don't trust the shepherd never find the still waters. They live in a state of spiritual dehydration, wondering why nothing satisfies. Not money, not fame, not friends. They keep drinking, but they're still thirsty. Only still waters can restore what anxiety has stolen. He restoreth my soul. My friend, you cannot build an extraordinary life on a broken soul. And yet, many people are doing just that, chasing goals with a spirit that's shattered. But here lies the secret. God restores your soul before he promotes your purpose. He heals what's beneath the surface. He untangles your regrets, your shame, your guilt, your insecurities, not to punish you, but to prepare you. Before he blesses your name in public, he must first restore your soul in private. Leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. You've got to understand this. You are being led by something greater than ambition. You are not here to chase shadows. You are not here to run after applause. You are here to walk in alignment, not because you are perfect, but because he is. You are walking in righteousness for his name's sake, not yours. You're not building your reputation, you're fulfilling his plan. You're walking in purpose. And purpose always outlasts performance. Now the part people fear, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Oh yes, here it is, the test, the valley. That place where it feels like everything is falling apart, where dreams are delayed, hope feels distant, and the darkness tries to convince you it's the end. But notice it says shadow of death, not death itself. A shadow can only exist where there is light nearby. So if you see a shadow, take courage. The light is still shining. You are not meant to stay in the valley. You are meant to walk through it. And if you walk through it, you win. Don't pitch a tent in pain. Don't let the valley define you. Keep walking, keep trusting. Because even in that dark place, He is with you. The shadow keeps walking with you the dark time. His rod and His staff, they comfort you. His correction and His guidance, they protect you. Even when you don't feel it, even when you don't understand it. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Don't miss this divine revelation. He doesn't remove your enemies. He feeds you in front of them. He blesses you in their presence. He promotes you while they watch. That's the table. A life so full, so favored, so undeniable, even those who doubted you will have to witness it. Stop asking for revenge. Let God prepare the table, and when He does, sit down with gratitude. That's how you win. Thou anointest my head with oil. You're not just surviving, you're anointed. And when God anoints you, no man can disqualify you. You're not walking in your own strength. You've been chosen, set apart, empowered. And the oil, that holy oil, it's what gives you favor in dry places, strength in weary seasons, and clarity in the midst of confusion. But oil only flows on heads that bow. The proud miss the anointing, but the surrendered receive it in abundance. My cup runneth over. Yes, that's the life you were born for, the overflowing life. A cup that runs over is a life that spills blessings on others. You weren't made to barely get by. You were made to overflow with peace, purpose, provision, power. But here's the secret most people miss. The overflow comes after the surrender, after the trust, after the valley, after the table, after the anointing. The cup doesn't overflow because you're better. It overflows because you followed the shepherd. And now the final declaration, the crown jewel of Psalm 23. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Think about that. Not maybe, not sometimes, not only when you're perfect, surely goodness and mercy. Not because you deserve them, but because you are being led by the one who is good and merciful. These aren't things you have to chase. They follow you. They are drawn to obedience. They are attracted to faith. And you shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Not visit, not stop by. Dwell, that means stability, security, identity. You are not a guest. You are family. And when you live like family, you walk with access. You move with authority. You speak with confidence because you know who your shepherd is. So now I ask you, will you live like one who knows the secret? Will you speak, I shall not want, even when you're in need? Will you trust Him in the valley, even when you feel forgotten? Will you sit at the table, even when surrounded by enemies? Will you receive the anointing, even when others doubt you? Will you believe for overflow, even when your cup seems dry? Because if you will, then surely, yes, surely, the same goodness and mercy that followed David will follow you. The same peace, the same power, the same prosperity, all of it, wrapped in 6 verses. 6 verses. And if you pause long enough to truly let this truth settle into your heart, you'll begin to see that Psalm 23 is not about religion. It's about relationship. It's not about routine recitation. It's about radical trust. The power of this psalm isn't found in simply quoting it. It's found in living it, in embodying the kind of unwavering faith that declares, even when the odds are against you, the Lord is my shepherd. Now I want you to imagine the kind of life that opens up when this becomes your inner reality. No longer moved by fear, no longer driven by lack, no longer pulled in 1,000 directions by worry, but led calmly, wisely, strategically by the one who knows the end from the beginning. That's the secret power of Psalm 23, alignment with divine intelligence. Every word is a spiritual law. Every phrase is a mindset. And every mindset, when applied daily, becomes a magnet for success, for peace, for impact. Most people are searching outside of themselves for the very things this psalm offers from within. They run toward things, while the one who trusts the shepherd allows those things to run toward them. They chase position, but the one who trusts is placed. They chase applause, but the one who trusts walks in approval from the Most High. And that kind of approval, that divine affirmation, is more powerful than any title, any amount of money, any platform, because it comes with favor, it comes with spiritual authority, and it comes with the confidence that no matter what storm you face, no matter what attack comes your way, no matter what season you walk through, you will not be alone, and you will not lack. Let the world chase trends. Let others panic when times get hard. You walk through valleys with your head held high. You sit at tables even when enemies surround. You lie down in peace, knowing the shepherd never sleeps. You are being led by something greater than your emotions. You are being led by destiny. And when you operate from that level of divine consciousness, everything begins to shift. You stop begging. You stop settling. You stop doubting. You begin to speak from a higher place. You begin to live from a place of purpose. You begin to move as one who knows where they're going, not because you've got it all figured out, but because you trust the one who does. And when the world tries to throw confusion your way, when uncertainty clouds your path, remember, still waters, green pastures, righteous paths, a restored soul. All of it is still available. All of it is still real, but only to the one who follows, not halfway, not with conditions, but fully, unapologetically, completely. That is the secret that most people miss, because the power of Psalm 23 is not just in its poetry, it is in its path, and the path is waiting for you to walk it. So now the choice is yours. You can continue to live like the world, led by fear, driven by lack, exhausted by the constant pursuit of what never satisfies. Or you can choose the higher path, the path of trust, the path of peace, the path of divine provision and purpose. Psalm 23 is not just a psalm. It is a contract between you and your Creator, signed not in ink, but in eternal truth. A declaration that you were never meant to live a life of confusion or fear, but of confidence and clarity. If the Lord is truly your shepherd, you must begin to act like it, speak like it, walk like it, decide like it, rest like it, believe like it. Because when you do, everything changes. You'll stop chasing what's already been promised. You'll stop fearing what has no power over you. You'll stop shrinking in the valley and start conquering it. You'll realize that your story is not over. In fact, it's only just beginning. Your shepherd is leading you. Now it's time to follow with boldness, with faith, and with the unshakable knowledge that goodness and mercy are already behind you, and greatness lies ahead. Now, rise up and live like one who finally knows the secret, because you do. And it's time to act like it.